Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. I hope your day was amazing. I hope your day felt well. I hope that you got everything done that you set forth to accomplish. I know I did for the most part. I always try to keep a positive attitude when it comes to the things that I have to do, because I know that's going to be the only way for me to keep my sanity in a world that seems like everybody is just losing their shit. You got to keep a stable mind, a level head, and stay focused on what you need while creating balance for your life so that you can live a fulfilling life, and just staying true to what's important to you while also giving wholeheartedly and leaving space for the universe to bless you in the way that you deserve due to what you're investing. So it's important to just be mindful of your space, be mindful of what you want, and just being mindful in general so that you can live an abundant life. You know, I'm always going to encourage y'all, especially when I feel the energy of someone who needs to hear it. If you hear any music in the background, as always, my neighbor feels like we want to hear what he is playing on his loudspeaker. And it's so strange because every time that I try to find a time that's perfect for my reading, it's like he chooses to come out and at that exact time. It's like, it's the strangest thing. The good thing is that he's playing good music, but I just don't want to hear that shit. I want quiet. So I'm already putting it in the universe that I want out of my living situation so that I can live a more abundant life, and I can be in a space that I don't have to time the things that I do based on how I think other people are going to move, so that I can be at peace. And I'm going to be at peace regardless, but sometimes the shit just be getting on my goddamn nerves. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. You know, I'm going to be transparent with you. The reading that we're going to do tonight is very special. This is for a couple. You know, I'm always talking to the singles. I'm always talking to the Geminis, but I'm going to be doing more and more general readings, picking up on energies that I feel need to hear the message. Not just Geminis, but just general readings on topics that affects any and everyone, but I'm going to zero in on the energy that needs the message the most. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But this one is going to be a general reading for any sign. This is a spread that's going to delve deeper into a couple who wants more romance, or someone who wants more romance in their relationship. You may feel like the romantic portion of your relationship has died down. If it was like really heavy in the beginning, right now it's slowed down or it's come to a complete stop. You want to tap in to see what you can do to enhance it, what you can suggest, or how you can work with your partner so that you can enhance your relationship and your overall experience together. Because being in a relationship, a committed relationship, it takes work all the time. You don't just get in a relationship, be like, do you want to be my boyfriend? Yeah. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yeah. All right, we together. And then that's it. Y'all just, you know, we're not children, we're adults. Now when you're in a relationship, you have to put in work, like you clocking in, but you just don't clock out. It's constant work. And sometimes you might get tired of your person. Sometimes you get to know a person and you get so comfortable with them, and you might not feel like you have to do what you used to do to get them, because for some reason under the sun you feel like that person is always going to be attracted to you through thick and thin. But you have to reinvent the love every single time. You have to reinvent the experience every single time to keep it interesting, because it's human nature to lose interest when something is boring. And no one is obligated to stay with you just because they love you or just because they said it. We already know, like now in 2023, well, people always been dishonest, but people just be saying things just to get what they need nowadays. So also, people sometimes don't say things because they don't want to hurt a good situation or a complacent situation, something that's not broken, or they don't want to hurt someone's feelings. There's a lot of reasons why people don't say things or people stop doing things. There's several reasons, which is why we have tarot cards to tap in just in case you are having conflict with trying to figure out what your situation is. So we're going to wheel this shit back in. So we're going to ask our beautiful angel spirit guides and our tarot cards to please provide us with the guided messages for the collective. This is a very important message for someone who needs to hear it. We're going to do a gentle 6-card spread. So let's get into it. Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for the collective. Whomever needs to hear this message at this time, please make sure that this message is clear so that I can pinpoint and pull the wisdom for this person so that they can know how to decide and how to maneuver with their person to make their relationship more romantic. I love romance, y'all. I love romance. I think I just cut the deck. If I did, I don't know. See, my short-term memory is kicking in, y'all. But romance is just a beautiful thing. When you meet someone and you love them and you just want to show them how much you care, the Wheel of Fortune, that's a good sign. The Ace of Cups, that's a good sign. And you just want to show them 5 of Pentacles, that's a good sign as well. Even though, you know, you're not seeing what's in front of you, it's still a good sign to know that there's something in front of you to goddamn see. And you want to tap into your person and you want to just be romantic. You just want to show them that you care. That's what relationships is about. It's a selfless experience. So that's why I love romance. I also love being single too, y'all. Like, being single is like a big part of having a great relationship. It's a big deal because if you don't know how to be by yourself, that means that you may very well be in a wrong relationship and do anything to keep it because you have a fear of being alone. And there's a difference between being alone and lonely. I'm not lonely. I'm just saying that's why I enjoy being single, but I don't mind relationships either. And when I'm in one, I love romance and I'm very romantic. All right, so enough about me. This is about you. I just touched the mic, so I don't know if that's going to have loud feedback, and I'm fixing my clothes. So, yeah, all that. I do see here we have we got quite a few things going on. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns here, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo are here. Yeah, fire signs are definitely here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, definitely here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, here, front and center. So whoever you are inquiring about you and your partner's relationship, welcome, first of all. Now, has your partner always been a romantic type? We're going to narrow in and see, you know, what kind of person we're talking to, what kind of partner you have. So has your partner always been a romantic type, or is this something that they've developed? And I'm seeing that your partner was and always has been open to romance. I don't feel like they were any specific type of person. I just feel like they like to have a good time. I feel an energy of someone who did not necessarily know how to define romance until they met you. But they were so caught up in you that they were willing to learn. So this is a person that may have learned how to be romantic with you. This may be someone who may have come out of a relationship where their person did not require that much in the romantic aspect, as long as they were paying bills, or if they were, you know, the one who handled the bills and required their partner to just, you know, enjoy whatever it is that they brought to the table and just keep them happy as far as just spending time with them. Whatever the case may be, their past relationship doesn't matter, but their experience matters because it does affect the way how this relationship is going. And I basically feel as if this person was not required in their past relationship to really show too much on the romance side. Like, that person that they were with were like minimalist or simple. They, as long as they were taking care of the things that they needed, it wasn't much required of them. So when they may have met you, You may have introduced them to some things. They maybe knew how to be romantic in their own specific way, but meeting you with the Wheel of Fortune, it turned the wheel and it showed you how to be empathetic, because you never really been in a situation where you were with someone where you had to kind of show them, hold their hand in doing this. So you shouldn't necessarily be surprised that this is the experience that you're having, because you may have introduced it to the person and they didn't really catch on. They may have given you the impression that they did, but they didn't really catch on and were consistent with it. So here we are again with the wheel is turning, like, oh my gosh, here we are again. And I'm trying to figure out why we are still going through this. But we're going to tap into it some more. But you don't have a person that was really into romance, not necessarily because they were against it or it made them uncomfortable. It's just something that they were oblivious to. It wasn't something that was a part of their repertoire until they met you. Now, let's see. Now, in your life right now, what you have to look at is, are there things that are happening that are influencing your relationship in a way that doesn't allow romance to take place? Like, are you working long hours? You have children. Is there issues that are happening between you that are causing a rift in your relationship where you don't even want to consider having that romantic, or they don't want to consider having that romantic conversation anymore? They just want to handle business. Well, with the Ace of Cups, someone thinks that romance and increasing the love and compatibility in a relationship would require maybe bringing in a third party, or being inspired by something that you feel is not the right fit for your situation. Spirit, can I get some more clarification on the Ace of Cups? Yeah, so with the World card here as well, it's so interesting because I feel like there's been like it's been like a tug of war with regards to what your ideal is versus what their ideal is regarding romance. Someone wants to introduce a new way of doing things. It's not necessarily life that's in the way, because I feel like this is a couple that travels quite often and you meet a lot of people, and I feel like you just haven't made time for it because it hasn't been as important because of how much you are required to move around. So it's not children. I don't see that as children. I'm seeing that someone has to constantly be on the go with meeting new prospects, new people. So you may be in marketing, or your person may be in marketing or travel a lot for their business. See entrepreneurial situations here, but it's not a hindrance. It's just someone has an idea of doing something in a way that you may not agree with. And we're going to tap into that further. And you just want them to release that idea and consider, hey, we don't need to bring somebody into our relationship for us to have a better experience. I feel like there's a couple cycles coming to an end here. There could be a factor as well where the person that you're with, they were not used to being required to do the things that you're requiring of them. And they may feel like, I provide for you. I do everything that you want in every other aspect. And I feel like that's romantic. That's not funny. But let's keep it moving and see what else we got here. So, how can you make it better? How can you increase the need and the want for romance um, in your relationship? Like the time or the atmosphere for romance so it feels natural and not forced. And I see by just looking at what you have two attractive people that love spending time together. I don't see where anyone has necessarily done anything that would require anyone to pull back. I just feel like you guys are looking outside of the connection to be inspired by other relationships or the way how people are doing things, as opposed to what would work and be reasonable and customary for your relationship. Somebody saying like, I don't have what it takes to do what you're asking me to do. I wasn't necessarily built like this, but I'm willing to try. And I feel like you guys are just trying the wrong things. What is it that you love? You know, what are you communicating effectively what you want, or are you just assuming that your person should just know? Because that may be the issue. You not stating exactly what you want, therefore you're not getting anything when you have everything right in front of you that you need. So what needs to be done is stop holding your person with this high, super high standard and comparing to what your other, maybe if you're in a marriage, what your married homegirls or your married colleagues or whomever it is that you're friends with, that you double date, or when you guys have dinner parties or whatever the case may be. Don't do the comparison because someone is feeling inadequate. Somebody is feeling like, well, I can't live up to that. I'm showing you what I can do. I told you I was willing to adjust things, but I don't want to do it in that way because that's not us. So I think listening to your partner and seeing what and how you can meet them in the middle, I think that's going to be paramount for your relationship. Are there any underlying romantic issues in your connection that's standing in the way of the romance that needs to be resolved? And I feel like the impossible standard that you have, I feel like someone is comparing a lot. Someone is doing the comparison thing as opposed to just saying what you genuinely want. And I think, honestly, neither one of you know what the hell romance is. And that's what the problem is. Y'all are looking for a definition for it when it could be something as sweet as what you do naturally for each other. There's something that your partner does naturally for you that you don't even acknowledge. And that's why you can't see what's in front of you. I feel like the energy that you put into creating these impossible standards is what's causing the rift in your relationship. And then we got the devil card up in the mix as well. So the universe already knows somebody got a toxic habit of bringing up shit that don't even matter in this connection. Now, there are some special places that you can go to recreate the memories when you were first in love. I feel like y'all got together in a way that was, you know, not a regular kind of way. You may have met this person. You may have met this person. This is very interesting. So let's hear me out. I feel an energy of someone who may have met at work. You may have married or gotten a relationship with your manager or your boss. So that was interesting. I feel like someone may have someone may have cheated on their significant other with you and then ended up being with you. I also feel another energy of someone meeting. Why I feel like meeting in private, like meeting. It doesn't have to be infidelity either, like a dishonest situation when you got together. I just feel like it was something that you were a slave to. Definitely feel like you all met at work. So whatever you used to do together on your lunch breaks at work, I feel like that would, spice up the romance. I feel like sleeping together on your lunch break, those are the little ways that you can bring the romance back into your relationship. And these are the type of conversations that we have on Tellemtribe Tarot After Dark, y'all. It gets like raunchy. We're going to keep this rated G for now. But definitely join the channel membership. It's next to the subscribe button at the top of my YouTube page. So you can get the down and dirty and the immediate access to the insider videos where we get busy. But anyways, in this commercial, that was a commercial. In this connection, I feel like there was something that y'all did that y'all were addicted to, that y'all did together. I feel like y'all might have shroomed together. There's this game that y'all used to play together and you don't do it anymore. And I feel like it's because you're trying to do things that looks good to other people as opposed to what feels good for you and your person. And that's why the romance has died down. It's not that you don't have the time. Yeah, y'all move around. Yeah, y'all travel a lot. Y'all literally travel a lot together. How is it that you travel to all these places together and you're not even like having that wild escapade situation when there's times that you can do it? It's because you are expecting something to happen in a specific kind of way and creating an environment that doesn't feel right. Make sure that you're not putting your person down and blaming them for the romance not being the way how it should be in your relationship. Especially if both of y'all don't even know how to define the shit. Now, I feel like when y'all get back on track with the romance in your relationship with the Eight of Pentacles, this is going to enhance your relationship. This is going to be a forever situation because I feel like sometimes you sit down and destitute and like, man, this is not what I signed up for. Like, I got to, I don't know how to explain what I want. I don't know how to explain what I need, but I know I need it. But you do know what you want. There's something that you used to do with your person that doesn't happen anymore. And that's the key to getting back into those habits. Like, I know that you know what that is. I can't tell you that, but I know it's something that was that y'all were addicted to, that maybe you pulled back on doing when life started happening and you got more responsibilities. I don't know if it was a sex party that y'all met at. It's a very strange but interesting and fun way. I'm not saying for you to get back into that, oh, I feel stripper and pimp vibes or like gigolo. It's some wacky shit going on. Someone may not want to feel like they are still holding on to that life, but y'all could role play. Role playing is romantic, but when you get back into your groove, at least have one day a week where you just, romance doesn't have to stop. And I'm not just talking about sex. Romance could be embraces. It could be brushing across your partner when they're cooking dinner or breakfast or lunch. It could be sending a text, a freaky text, or it could be lighting candles or rose petals, a walk in the park if that's what you like. If you like that, simple stuff. It could be a walk through the museum, going to get ice cream, holding the door open for your person. If you're not being chivalrous as you were in the past, maybe now is the time for you to pick up those habits again and really wine, dine, and romance your partner. But with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to reap the benefits of this relationship on a major level if you boss up the way how you treat your partner. They just want to feel you, literally and figuratively. So I'm going to pull an oracle card and then we're going to close this one out. And I hope that this resonated with someone and this is inspiring you to get involved with your partner. Get involved with your partner. Why the hell can't I pick this card up? What the hell? This looks like it's supposed to be your card, right? But it was on the bottom, so I'm just going to shuffle it. And we're going to see. what your message is supposed to be. Ooh. Let's see what your message is supposed to be. Spirit, please provide me with the closing message for this person. Please provide me with the closing message. Look at that. What is this? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. This is your person. This is your person, and this is what you need to do for them. This card is speaking as if you don't have your person, but I feel like this is the person that you're with, and if you care about the person, you will reinvent your relationship. You will reinvent the way how you do things so that you can manifest new ways to do the old things that you used to do in a healthy way if you had a toxic way of doing it in the past. Rome wasn't built in a day, and this relationship wasn't built overnight. It was built over time. So the changes that you make can be gradual, but as long as you're making changes and you want to see a better outcome, you will manifest that better outcome. Start small. Start kissing your partner randomly. You know, make dinner for your partner, make breakfast for your partner, make snacks for your partner, leave notes in your partner's pocket. You know, pull up to their place of work with lunch. That's romantic. You know, light a candle for them. If they don't like that, you know, intrusive stuff, some people are weird about their space and relationships. I don't get it. Not my vibe. But if you have a partner like that, you know, just have a conversation with them and see what it is that they like. Listen to your partner. If this is the person that you want to be with for the long haul, you have to truly get to know what they love and like and be creative about it. Be creative. That's the energy of the cups. And don't get in your feelings if they don't like something that you like, because the love languages are different. So basically, this is on you to take initiative and do what you feel is right for your relationship, and don't compare it to anyone else's. So this is all that I have for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the channel. And drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. And until next time, love and light, tribe.